Hey, what's up guys, Klein here. So for today, we're gonna talk about the deck for the demon himself, Devimon. Okay, so back in BT4, I actually thought that the BT4 Donedevimon had potential. But the problem is, tons of level 6 purple Digimon has really good effects, which means that Donedevimon doesn't really have any space for different archetypes at the moment. But luckily, we have the new promo cards, Donedevimon. So with this Donedevimon, we actually get to build a kind of like a Devimon archetype. So let's talk about the Digitama. It's just your regular, as usual, Demimeramon. So we use 4 copies of Demimeramon here because Demimeramon, as I've said so many times before, Demimeramon is just the best purple Digitama at the moment. Okay, so moving on to our rookies. First, we have 4 copies of Donedevimon, the new promo card. So what this Donedevimon does is, its ESS is on deletion. If your trash has 7 or more Digimon cards with Devimon on their name, we can play a Donedevimon from our trash without paying its memory cost. So basically, we are playing a level 6 Digimon for free as long as we have 7 or more Devimon cards on our trash. Okay, so since we are trying to put as many Devimon cards onto the trash, so our second rookie is the vanilla Donedevimon from BT2. So not only Donedevimon is a vanilla Digimon that costs only 2 to hard play, which of course is very memory efficient on our end, as well as it has Devimon on its name, which means it can feed up the engine for the promo Donedevimon combo. So Donedevimon BT2 is really good for this deck. Next on our rookie list are the 4 copies of Tapirmon. So Tapirmon is the most staple rookie Digimon card for purple. So not running 4 Tapirmons on a purple deck is blasphemy. So yeah, we get to play 4 Tapirmons for our extra draws. Okay, next, our last on our rookie list is actually a single copy of Gazimon. So what Gazimon does is, on all turns, our opponent can gain any memory except with Tamer effects. So what this means is that if ever we're up against blue, their Vulcan's Hammer or Hammer Spark won't do anything, as well as some effects like the BT5 Greymon and BT5 Garurumon, wherein they are 2 cost to Digivolve, and then if you have a Agumon or a Gabumon on your Digivolution source, you get +1 memory. So Gazimon does prevent all types of memory extension plays. Okay, now moving on to our champions, we have the 4 copies of course, another Devimon, which is the blocker Devimon from the standard deck. So not only this is a Devimon, but as a bonus, it only costs 1 to Digivolve. So Turbo Digivolving is kinda good as well on this deck because not all the time we can trigger the combo from the Donedevimon promo card. So doing some normal Digivolution line wouldn't actually hurt us. So we got some 1 cost to Digivolve, which is really perfect whenever we want Turbo Digivolve into our level 6s. Okay, next on our list are the 3 copies of Meramon. As I've said before, Meramon is really good with Turbo Digivolving with your level 6s because he's a level 4 Digimon which only costs 1 to Digivolve. Okay, lastly on our champion list, we have the 4 copies of the BT2 Devimon. Again, it's another Devimon because we want to feed as much Devimon as possible in our trash. So running the 4 copies of Devimon is actually good. Not only that, we actually gain Retaliation as ESS with Devimon. So if ever we get deleted by battle by our opponent, especially since the current meta is kind of like what do you call this? Shoutmon DX, wherein Shoutmon DX usually attacks our Digimon. With this Devimon on our ESS, we can actually do retaliation deletion on our opponent. So Devimon does a really good job on that. Okay, now we're moving on to our level 5s. First, we have the 4 copies of another Devimon, which is Lady Devimon. So what Lady Devimon does is, whenever we Digivolve, we get to draw 2 cards, and then we trash 2 cards from our hand to the trash. So not only we are drawing 2 cards, we are actually feeding our trash with maybe some Devimons, maybe some Donedevimons on our hand, wherein we probably wouldn't want to Digivolve into, or just some Demidevimon or Devimons that we wanna fill up our trash with, so that we can hit the 7 or more quota on the deletion effect of Demidevimon. So Lady Devimon does a really good job on not only feeding our trash with more Devimons, but as well as just being a Devimon herself is just really good. Okay, next on our level 5 list is the 2 copies of Skullmeramon. So Skullmeramon is just here. The same reason with Meramon is because he only costs 2 to Digivolve even though he's a level 5. So another thing with Skullmeramon is that if you want to hard play Skullmeramon, he only costs 5. So Skullmeramon is really good as a transition from your level 4s into your level 6s, or maybe just hard play him and then next turn you can Digivolve into your level 6. Okay, so moving on, next on our level 5 list is the 2 copies of Chimeramon. So Chimeramon is just here as a removal for this deck, since this deck is kinda slow, so we wanna slow down our opponent as well. That's why Chimeramon is really useful on deleting some of our level 5 or below Digimon of our opponent. Okay, now we're now moving on to the level 6s. So yes, we have the 4 copies of Donedevimon. As I've said before, we most probably wouldn't want to Digivolve into Donedevimon. What we want is to combo out with the promo card Demidevimon and then play Donedevimon for free from our trash. But since we are running 4 copies on this deck, there would be instances wherein we don't have any choice but Digivolve into Donedevimon. So what Donedevimon does is, during our opponent's turn, once per turn, when a card is removed from our security stack, we get to trash the top card of our opponent's security stack. So it's basically just like a return damage if our opponent gets to damage our security. Okay, another effect with Donedevimon is that whenever Donedevimon gets deleted, our opponent gets to trash 2 cards from their hand onto their trash pile. So right now, discarding effects aren't really that impactful at the game at the moment, because I think only Donedevimon has the discard effect right now. But maybe in the future, we can get more discard effects which can boost Donedevimon more into the meta, and having more support with Donedevimon is really exciting in the future. Okay, so our next level 6 on this deck list is the 3 copies of Plutomon. So it's not a secret that I really love Plutomon, because whenever we Digivolve into Plutomon, we get to draw 2 cards, and at the same time we can play a 6 cost or below option card for free. So we can play our Hell's Gate or the new option card for purple Earthshaker. So with Plutomon, even though he costs 4 to Digivolve, and most probably we are passing the turn whenever we Digivolve into Plutomon, he does have an immediate impact wherein we can play some removal for free. So I really love playing Plutomon whenever I don't have any... if we don't have any other options on our level 6s, just pack in Plutomon into your deck list and that solves your problem. Okay, so now we do have level 7s on this deck. So we have 2 copies of Omnimon Zwart. So the idea here is that if we do combo out with our Demidevimon ESS ability, and then we get to play Donedevimon from our trash onto the field for free, and then we get to Digivolve into Omnimon Zwart at the same turn. So that's kind of like turbo Digivolving into our Omnimon Zwart. And Omnimon Zwart has a really good on Digivolution ability, because it just swarms your board against your opponent. So having 2 copies of Omnimon Zwart isn't really a bad idea for this deck list. Okay, now we're gonna talk about our option cards. First, we have the 2 copies of the new option card, Purple Memory Boost. So all of the colors got their memory boost, and its effect is kind of generic. So for the purple one, we get to reveal the top 4 cards of our deck, and then we get to add 1 purple Digimon from among them into our hand. And then after that, it actually sticks in onto your battlefield because it has another effect wherein by trashing this card from our battle area onto the trash pile, we get +2 memory. Please do note though that we can't activate the delay effect at the same turn that we play this option card. So it's kind of like an investment in terms of your memory by playing this card, and maybe next turn you can crack this out and gain +2 more memory. So this is a really good option card because not only it digs us some purple Digimon cards that we might need on our Digivolution line, but as well as it serves as an investment for our memory. Another thing is we can actually play this for free with Plutomon since it only costs 3 to play. So it's really good as an option card. Okay, so next on our option card list are the 2 copies of Hell's Gate. So Hell's Gate is really good on just deleting our opponent's level 6s. I always prefer Hell's Gate over Trump Sword because Trump Sword has this kind of annoying drawback wherein your opponent's Digimon has to be unsuspended for us to be able to delete them. But with Hell's Gate, we can just straight up delete them. The only problem with Hell's Gate is that we can only delete a level 6 or level 7 Digimon, as well as if it gets security checked on our security pile, it doesn't immediately activate its effect, it just goes into our hand. So Hell's Gate, even though it has some advantages over Trump Sword, it also has disadvantages. Okay, next on our option card list, since Hell's Gate can only delete level 6 or 7 Digimon, we have Earthshaker to solve the problems whenever our opponent has some troublesome level 5 or below Digimon. So what Earthshaker does is that we get to delete one of our opponent's level 4 and one of our opponent's level 5 unsuspended Digimon. So we can delete up to 2 Digimons if our opponent has a level 5 and level 4 unsuspended Digimon, and having that 1 for 2 kind of trade is really good because you get to have some card advantage over your opponent. Okay, next on our list is just the 3 copies of our BT2 Matt Ishida Tamer. So I've included Matt Ishida simply because there would be times that I wanna bring back some of our cards like our removal, since we're only kind of playing 4 copies of removals. So having Matt Ishida is really good on just bringing back those removal onto our hand. Another thing is the generic Tamer effect of Matt Ishida really combos out good with our new option card, which gives us the +2 memory. Because with Matt Ishida, we get +3 memory on the start of our turn. I mean, we get to start with 3 memory on our turn. And then if we crack this option card at the same time, we get a total of 5 memory on the same turn. So we can Digivolve into our Plutomon and attack on the same turn. Okay, so the general idea of this deck list is just to feed your trash pile as much as possible with your Devimons. And then we get to attack with maybe something like a Merimon or a Devimon with the Donedevimon ESS, and then suddenly we can play our Donedevimon for free from our trash on the field. You don't also have to worry if you are thinking that maybe our Donedevimon or other Devimon will clunk up our hand, because we do have Lady Devimon and Demi-Merimon discard effects, so that we can feed the trash pile with the proper Devimon cards that we need. So I don't think it would be a problem even if you draw 2 Donedevimon cards from your deck, because we're just gonna discard them with Lady Devimon or even Demi-Merimon. And that's it for today's video, guys. If you love the deck list, please do subscribe to the channel. I also have a Facebook page at SaberCline. And if you have any suggestions or comments regarding this deck list, do comment them down below on the comment section. Also, I'm gonna leave a link down below on the description so that you can see, you can gauge the power level of this deck list. So I've kind of recorded some gameplays for this deck. And I guess that's it for today, guys. Till next time, peace out.